What is up, world? This your boy, D the Prophet.
And this is your boy, JR the Great. And this is Thursday, and it is Blended Views.
How you doing tonight, JR?
Hey, man, look. I'm always good. AG is my nickname, and it stands for all good. You know, if people know me, they call me AG, and they say it's all good. So I'm all good. You feel me? It's a good thing. Positive, man. All good vibes in here. You feel me, bro? That's where we at.
As you'll see at the top of the camera, right below our sign, The Flow, we've got Raheem Media in the studio. Raheem,
What's happening?
How you doing tonight, bro?
Raheem Media, man. I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm doing great, man. I liked you guys' positive vibes. I like you guys' quotes, you know, and I like the energy that you guys give off, man. You guys are giving a great feel to the city that is well needed.
Yes, sir.
Here in the city, man. So I love it.
Appreciate it. Appreciate the love.
We appreciate it for sure.
We are definitely going to dig into it, digging more into your mindset with what you got with Raheem Media tonight.
For sure.
But to start out, we definitely wanted to recap last week. We were live from La Glory's over off of James Road.
Allegheny.
Yeah.
Allegheny Road. It's right across the street from Afrocentric.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Good soul food.
Okay.
Soul Food Cafe.
Live. You guys were there live?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
How was the food?
Bro, come on.
I'm going.
Nah.
If they're still open when I leave here, I'm going.
Well, they actually close at 7. They close at 7.
Dang.
Yeah, so you got to go tomorrow. Yeah. Check them out tomorrow. But, yeah, if anybody in Columbus, if you come to Columbus, man, please go check out La Glory's. They have an awesome vibe in there. The people were, the staff and even the customers were nice, man. You know, we got to chop it up with them. We asked a couple people how they like the food. They said they come in there every other day, so it's a real, home feel in there. You feel family in there, and it was good. The owner is one of my fraternity brothers. Shout out to Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. 06 all day.
That's what's up. So yeah, the food was delicious. The staff, it was like a family vibe. Like when you go into a business, you do a lot with branding.
Yep.
I'm sure one of the things you talk about is like how you make that connection with the customer.
Inviting is in a lot of businesses and business owners. I'm going to say business owners in particular. They want to be inviting, but some don't know how to be inviting. So their graphics and their everything else have to be that, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely get. So it was, it's very important to be inviting.
Yeah.
And it's very important to have good hospitality in your establishments, for sure.
And that's really what the Glories was all about. Like the minute you walk in that front door, the owner's out there, the cooks interacting with the staff, the waiters and waitresses, and from the sous chef in the back to the person take your drink order. They are all customer service.
Nice.
And it's beautiful. Like,
I can't wait.
I feel the only thing holding them back, and we talked to the owner afterwards. You can check out our interview on Facebook. But the interview afterwards with him, he talked about his vision, like where he wants to take La Glory's. It's beautiful. Like what he's going to bring.
Yeah.
And we're talking, what was the club, the idea, like the club he was talking about, the Savoy.
Yeah, the Savoy.
He wanted a Savoy type.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feel. Like,
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Come in there
sharp. I got to go.
Yeah.
I got to go. I got to go see what they looking like.
Check it out. It's a beautiful site. It's a beautiful feel. Food was great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're gonna really like it.
So you'll notice JR had gotten up right in the middle of asking a beautiful question to Raheem and a beautiful discussion to let somebody in the building who is sitting in between JR and Raheem. We have the lovely Miss Annie B. How are you tonight?
Annie B in the building.
Hey,
give her a mic. Give her a mic.
What's up?
Give her a mic.
What's poppin'? What's happening? Wherever you at, 614 in the building.
Yeah, you already know.
I'm sharing mics.
Yeah,
Got you. I'm rolling away, but I'm here.
Man, beautiful, beautiful. So we are very blessed to have you, Annie B. We were very blessed to have you this past Saturday at Absolute Fashion. We're actually doing a recap of last week at La Glory's, but let's go ahead and recap Saturday. Yes. How's that sound for you, JR?
That sounds great.
So, Annie B, give us give us your feedback on being a host, on being a participant of how the experience was for people who weren't there.
Well, I want to say, hey, how y'all doing?
We great.
Okay, I had a few malfunctions. I had a lot of going on.
Hiccups, we all have 'em.
Today was my hiccup.
You good? You good?
You know what I mean?
You good.
So, Absolute Fashion was the bomb.
Okay.
First run went very well to me.
Okay.
As a host, you guys made sure you provided everything that I needed. Like, I didn't have to ask for what I needed. Like, you guys
Good.
were on deck. So I really appreciate y'all for that.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's
what's
it.
up.
Because a lot of times people forget about that hospitality factor.
Mhm.
And if you take care of your people, it's almost like working at a regular 9 to 5. Your people going to
Yep.
take care and make sure they do their job. So,
Right. Doesn't stress them out.
Right.
yeah. So, you guys made sure like I had everything that I needed, and you guys kind of kept everything glued real tight. And I really
Dope.
appreciate that. So that made it easy.
That's what's up. That's
And
what's
the vibes in the room, like from you guys to Bardo, he's so blatant.
Yeah.
And,
Sure.
To part of the crew that was there,
Harmony Boys.
Yeah.
Harmony
They-
Boys, to the models, like in the fashion designers. Oh my God, like everything was just well knit together. Like
Good.
everybody meshed really good. The vibe was dope.
That's
Appreciate
what's
the
up.
vibe.
Yeah.
Appreciate the feedback.
That's-
That was what we wanted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. It was I think we definitely put the thought into each piece, which created the whole picture. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It was
yes.
like a beautiful puzzle put together, and everything meshed. We had a couple hiccups behind the scene, but those things.
But
just
that's not for
yeah,
nobody
Yeah,
to know.
exactly. Yeah.
Y'all don't worry about all that.
Yeah, none of that.
And
none
when
of
you
This is
that.
the
got-
finished product.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The point is though, like it still went well.
Yes.
It
Yes.
worked out.
Yes.
And whether or not you knew about those hiccups or not, you still
Right.
enjoyed
Yes,
yourself.
for
That's
sure.
it.
You
for
know,
sure.
and the crowd, you got to give them credit too, because they
Yeah.
had a lot of patience,
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
And they were on time.
They were on time and they were fashionable.
Yeah.
Okay?
and that parking situation.
Yeah.
Oh
We got it
my
together.
It was
yeah, we
all
got it together.
love.
Facts.
It
Facts.
was all love. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you got 5 people in the room,
Yep.
Yeah.
50 or 50,000. Like, as long as that vibe is right and everybody is genuine and getting it done and working together like
Yeah.
it did,
That's it.
man, it was beautiful.
That's what's up.
I'm still living on Saturday.
Yeah. Hey.
Saturday getting me up until the next Saturday.
Hey.
You feel me?
Hey, that's what's up. Yeah.
Shout out to Visionary Hustle,
in the
though.
building.
Because I was just about to say, let me mention a few of my faves.
Yeah.
So, a few of my,
shirt.
All right.
shout out to Mile, because you got to make your life entertaining.
All right.
If y'all didn't know.
Yeah. Straight like that.
Can I plug?
Yeah. Plug.
I already
for
did.
sure.
So check this out, Mile. It's
Okay.
an app. It's for free.
Okay.
Okay? It's Black owned and created.
Okay.
Mile stands for Make Your Life Entertaining.
Oh.
So any curators out there, as far as Absolute Fashion goes, or what Blended Brews is doing, anything that you got going on, listeners, anything that you have going on in the city, if you're throwing a house party and you got a flyer for your house party, upload it to Mile for free. Okay? You could post pictures. You could post video, whatever your footage is. You could put all the information in there.
Okay.
And anybody that has that Mile app, no matter if they live in Columbus, Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, NYC,
Right.
no matter where they're at, once you upload your event,
It's
check this
everywhere.
out. Check this out. You
I'm
ready?
listening.
Here go the hitter. Here go the heavy hitter. Once you upload that event and say I'm just an avid user and I'm looking for nightlife or fashion or community events, whatever you upload that event to, it hits everybody's phone at the same time
Ooh.
who follows that spectrum of the entertainment.
Yeah, I got to get out of hand. It's Black History Month.
Okay.
Give it out to the Black creators. Mile. So that's MYLE.
It's for free.
It's for free.
It's free. 99. Somebody
the
say
shirt.
free.
Yeah.
Hold
Free.
up. Hold up.
Okay. Oh, and he.
Oh,
hold on,
wow.
let me get you right.
Wow.
Okay, cool. All right.
This is legit, y'all.
All right. So y'all check that out. Mile. MYLE. And
Make your
it's
life.
Entertaining. Baby.
entertaining. I like that.
okay.
We
Yeah.
on that. Hey, if y'all ain't
That's a
on it, we
brand.
on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope.
Brand.
Yeah.
That's super dope.
So some of my faves, back to Absolute Fashion, of course, beautiful Visionary Hustle, y'all.
In the building.
She
Yeah.
walked in. I was speaking you up, girl.
Man.
So, I mean, this is the thing. When I feel like I could feel something,
Yeah.
and I know it's real.
Mhm.
So you had a lot of great designers there. Shout out to Cherie Alexis,
Woo!
her thing.
Yeah.
What she
I'm-
did?
Black and white.
I felt that. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? When Visionary Hustle hit the runway, I felt that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When B hit the runway, I felt that.
that.
Now, I don't remember everybody's names now,
Yeah.
No.
but I felt that. And when I
That's
could feel it, it's real and it's a movement. And
Yeah.
that's what I know y'all represent. You
That's
know what
what's
I'm
up.
saying?
That's good.
So those are some of my favorite pieces.
All right.
Shout out to Lil A.
Yeah, little hat locker.
Shout out to Lil A. Yo, his energy is dope. He came backstage and he was like, "Oh, you dope for real." I was like, "Yeah, man, you was trying to do." I was like, "Yeah, man, you was trying to do my job for a quick second."
Quick second.
I was like, "Give me the mic back." You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Yeah, man, I can match that. I got you."
Yeah,
So
thanks.
shout out to Lil A and what's it, Hat Locker?
Yes.
Which is dope.
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean, I'm all for when everybody's doing something that they're intended to do and they're passionate about it and it's all love. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And shout out to everybody that gave me a piece of apparel.
Yeah.
I rocked it all week.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
The B coat, me and him linked up.
The blatant shirt that he
Blatant.
especially that was
The blatant
dope.
was dope.
I almost wore it today, but I still got to represent my mild too.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
If y'all not familiar with Blatant Apparel, y'all, in Columbus, Ohio, he'll put this all over. He'll say, "My city so blatant."
Straight
You
like
feel
that.
me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Blatant meaning you speak out loud. You know who you are, and you are confident in everything that you are, that you say, and that you do.
Yeah.
So when he hooked me up with that shirt, I was like, "Yo, this is dope."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that Blatant shirt is official.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
exclusive. That's mine.
Talk about blatant. Actually, we are going to be at the Hip Hop Expo March 23rd with Blatant. We've got Bardo, Deuce, and that boy Jonesy performing back to back, brother. That is 3 of Columbus's best artists, man. Jonesy, Bardo, and Deuce, man. I mean, 3 very diverse artists. If you've ever seen a Jonesy,
Yeah, hook him. Got it.
We good.
you ever seen a Jonesy show, man? It's lit. Like, it's Travis Scott on steroids for real.
Yeah.
And then Bardo's got a cool vibe, and Deuce is that old school,
Yeah.
like,
Soul brother.
yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Hip Hop Expo, y'all. Make
Yeah.
sure y'all check it out.
Yeah.
If y'all want venues, get at me. DM me, inbox me. If you
You
got
need
my
vendor booths.
vendor booths, performance slots,
Yo.
if you need them, get at me. They're
Right.
going quick. I got
Yes.
5 on hold. If they don't come through, I'm going to have 5 available. So all I'm saying
Yeah.
is if you are in the hip hop industry, if you are a fashion designer, or if you are a performer,
Visionary hustle.
if you are a creative on the visual tip, if you are
Yeah.
a dancer, whatever your craft is, and you want to display it in a room full of other dope individuals and
Yeah.
some people who may be looking to connect,
Right.
you want to be at the
Network.
Greater Columbus Convention Center
Yeah.
on March
23rd.
23rd.
That's my birthday, bro.
Yeah, we in there. Hey, look, we kicking it.
on, baby.
D the Prophet's birthday is March 23rd, so we
No,
in the
it-
building.
Yeah.
We in the building. It's going down, y'all. Yeah, check this out. So, we are very excited for this show. I was gonna say here, you can use this
You
right
see
here.
me?
Yeah, there you go. Put it right.
Wait, we got this one.
Yeah, okay, get rid of
There
that.
you go.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
They
Cool,
got me
cool,
together,
cool,
y'all.
cool. Yeah, you know we're gonna
Take
get
care
you
of
right. We're gonna get you right. So we got good vibes in here. First we're gonna go ahead and just jump right into we're gonna chop it up with Raheem. We're gonna find out what Raheem.
Should we take a break real quick?
No, let's keep
No,
it
we're
moving.
going right
Yeah,
into
let's
it.
just keep it moving, man.
Let's
Let's
go.
do it. Like we ain't no breaks, man.
No break.
We got too much. You
I
know
like
what I
that.
mean? We
I
got
like
too
that
much to
in you.
tap. So we gonna keep it moving, man. So Raheem, man, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Your brand, man. What you
where
do,
I start?
and where you from, all that good stuff.
Let's start from there. I'm from New York.
Okay.
Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn,
All right. Brooklyn in the
Brownsville.
building. Brooklyn.
And shout out to YO because I grew up in YO, Yonkers, New York.
Oh,
as well.
Yonkers. Okay, I thought you were about to say Youngstown.
No,
All right.
no, YO. We went to junior high school and high school in Yonkers. So, shout out to everybody in Yonkers.
Okay.
Funny story in Yonkers. My barber kicked me out of a barber chair for Jadakiss.
Oh,
He was like,
so
"Yeah, you gotta
just
get out."
Oh yeah, man.
I was like 14.
Did you shake his hand? Or?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
How's Jadakiss?
He's actually a down to earth, dope person.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
haven't seen him in a long time, but
A legend.
His one of his family members used to babysit me, so
That's what's up.
I've seen him on a regular basis at one point in
That's
time in
what's
my
up.
life.
Cool.
But came from New York. I came to Columbus this year in June.
Mhm.
Will be my 10-year anniversary here in the city.
Okay.
Okay. I came here in 2009
Okay.
and was like, I ain't going back.
No.
I was like, man, what? The cost of living is tremendously low over here. I was like, I was in a closet for $1,800 a month.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I was like, yo, out here is I don't care about the cows.
Yeah.
Who cares about the corn? Grab it. Let's cook it, man. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, and that's exactly what, a few years ago, that's what everybody thought. Like, I was like, yeah, I'm moving to Ohio. They was like, what's out there? You know what I'm saying? It was like LeBron, Cleveland,
Cleveland
at the time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So they was like, oh yeah, Cleveland. I was like, yeah, it's not in West. I mean, of course, you have those, areas here in Ohio where you guys there's nothing.
Right.
But
yeah, I'm Central States, Ohio.
If you're trying to be a Black entrepreneur, I mean, Columbus is the place to be.
Yeah,
man. It's an open market here.
So what do you do here?
I actually 2012. Me and my brother started Fire Magazine.
Magazine.
Shout out to Vegas. His birthday was yesterday.
Okay.
We're gonna continue to party on Saturday. Come with us. The Prime right next door.
Prime. Okay, that's the spot. Prime. If you're in Columbus, Prime Saturday.
We've been right. Chicken.
Yeah, banging. We had something at the show. Y'all ain't getting
so we've been doing Fire Magazine since 2012. It went from just a up and coming model magazine to now being a hip hop lifestyle magazine.
Okay.
And we're branding that. So, and I also started Black Pride Studios because I do movie production as well.
All right.
And so now I have a Raheem Media. So what Raheem Media is going to provide for business owners here in the city is a person to think branding and marketing for you. Okay, because as business owners, we like to take on everything. I don't need one. I can do it myself. I don't need to pay for that. I can do it myself. But little do you know, you doing it yourself. You're doing it in your way. Okay, your way is not the masses. Your way can't appeal to the masses
because that's your bubble.
That's your little personal bubble. That's your flavor. Okay. Now you need someone to take your flavor and put it in a national bubble. Okay. Now it's yours, but it's still in a national. Now it's in a national bubble.
Do you think that's difficult for some brands because you put so much passion into it when you got someone like you coming in saying, you're gonna have to tweak this to get this audience?
It's hard. Hard to hear.
Do you run into clients being I'm not no, but if you change that, you're really going to
absolutely. I run into a lot of people that are hesitant at first, but once they sit down, we have a meeting, we sit in and they see the vision and they see where they can be. Then it's a lot easier. Okay, and it's like, if you're a barber, why don't you have Beard Balm branded with your logo on it? Okay. Why don't you have products? If you're not cutting hair that day, you just gonna tell me you're not making any money?
Right.
You're not making any money if you're not cutting hair.
Other streams.
So not only do you need other revenue streams, but you need other streams of like, you need to be in the store. I need to see your logo on something else. Okay. Because if I don't know that you're a barber, I know you got facial cream.
Something.
I know you have, Beard Balm, or I know you have, flash drives and stuff like that. So branding and helping a business brand, that's just I want everybody to understand. Like it's okay to have somebody think for you. In an area where you may not have, a vast expertise in. You know what I'm saying? So, and also, I want to preach together, like unity. Like, where's the hate coming from? You see what I'm
jealousy.
saying? And it's good to be competitive, but when you take that competitiveness and you allow yourself to be stagnant and not to grow, that's when it becomes a hinder. You know what I'm saying? I'm a competitive person, but I'll never let my competitiveness hinder me as a business.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So
you still need to collaborate.
Absolutely. And I collaborate with a lot of people. Okay, I collaborate. Like I got the Hat Locker. I do design and embroidery and stuff for them. I pretty much I am their design department.
That's what's up.
And they are actually working on some good stuff. So they have a natural deodorizer.
For your shoe?
Now hold on now.
Or your hat.
Think about that.
Right, I need that right
Think
now.
about that. So
you need to.
It's a natural deodorizer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand this to Andy.
Okay.
So just one little spray will eliminate any and all odors
from hats, shoes, anything. Straight up.
Anything.
Yeah.
Because I know
one spray,
just one,
one, and let it sit.
and it's gonna get rid of
Your whole house.
That's dope.
Your whole house.
Wait, how much is this?
So that's $5 a bottle
I'm going to
at
get
the
some.
Hat Locker.
Yeah,
bottle.
$5
Danny
a
tell
bottle
us
at
about
the
that.
Hat
We was just
Locker.
there. His outfit is from the Hat Locker.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Because
you
we
know-
all thank you.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
that
thanks.
smells a certain way.
They thanks you.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So also helping them brand
Okay.
as well. But the owner, he has a great head on his shoulder. So
Yeah, man.
he does research and everything for a lot of things. So he's
You're
getting
speaking of
his
Lil A.
hand.
Nah.
Well, actually, no, the owner, Lil A, and his name is Lex,
Okay.
the owner of the Hat Locker.
Yeah.
He actually is like the brain
Yeah.
of the Hat Locker.
Cool.
He does
Okay.
a lot for it. He also is the owner of Sensation as well.
That's what's
So
up.
the black owned,
Yeah, man.
natural
You got to support.
deodorizer.
Hey, look, the whole month of
So-
February, that's where our angles are, is supporting our black,
Mhm.
businesses and everything. And we definitely, Hat Locker is one of our sponsors. If you check it out over there
Yeah.
on the flow,
Yeah.
a banner,
Yeah.
they definitely are sponsors. So
Blatant fresh brand.
so we rock with Hat Locker, man. That's what's up, though, man. We appreciate that, man.
We get some,
Everything.
Raheem Media and Fire Magazine
Yeah.
logos in here.
Yeah. Hey,
sure.
hey, we gonna
Get you on
rock
the
with
next banner.
Yeah,
Got
you in here, so we got to, right? All right, so that's what's up. Raheem in the
Thanks.
building. All right, so what's up? Who we got sitting next to Raheem, man?
Back to Andy B.
Yeah, she gave us a spiel, but we ain't really know where
What's
the
your
spiel
story?
was coming. What is it? Who is it? What? Because you got a little Go ahead, do your thing.
I'm the worst vulgar ever.
Yeah, do your thing.
What y'all want to know? What's good?
And
Where did Andy B start?
Oh man, woo!
I mean, we know you host.
MOE in the building.
We know you host.
Well, one, I want to just piggyback off of Raheem real quick.
Mhm.
So him and I actually connected 2015, 14. I don't know. Back before now. So,
Yeah.
All right,
long overdue. You guys brought us back together again.
that's
For real,
what's
for real.
up. Hey,
He
that's
seen
what
me
we
at-
do.
He
that's
seen
what
me
we
at
do.
Absolute
It's a month
Fashion.
of love.
Yeah.
Month of love.
Month of love.
He seen me at Absolute Fashion. I'm like, yo. He like, yo. I'm like, dang, what's good? He like,
Where'd you
what's
be?
good?
Right.
He like, so you already know what I'm about to say, right? I'm like, I know it's long overdue,
Yeah.
but good to see you, yo.
Yeah,
So, him and I met at Eastland Mall when it was still a mall.
right. He had a
Man.
that's crazy. He just came from
Y'all
Eastland.
ready for this though? Remember when people were doing the mannequin challenges?
Yeah.
So him and I met up there for a mannequin challenge. We took over a whole store. I can't remember the name of the store. It's still in there. It's one of the very few stores.
How
still
did you
there.
organize that?
Okay, you want to hear this story?
Yes.
So this one I was a little bit small in the waist, and they all looking around. It was a handful of us. It was like 20 of us or whatever, all over the mall. And me and my girl Shannon, shout out to Shannon, we was like, we're gonna go finesse some of these guys that own these stores. So they looked at us like, can y'all just go walk up in one of them stores and like ask somebody? I'm like, cool. So we walked into the store and I'm like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
You know, they got cameras and stuff. I'm like, can we just use your store if we buy something?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. But this guy was really cool. He's still in there. And we did this whole mannequin challenge. And he was just a great sport. The video came out dope. We need to repost that. It came through my news feed, your memory lane.
Yeah.
And I just kind of giggled and then I seen you. So just shout out to that, yo, because connections are real.
Yeah, they are. For sure.
Annie B. Oh man. I'm gonna keep this very brief.
Okay.
Annie B was Annie Ann.
Annie Ann first.
All right. Annie Ann before Annie B was Afro Annie.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So based on when we met or when I met certain individuals, they know who I am based off of
Gotcha.
that.
Mm-hmm.
So the people who currently know me as Annie B either have been with me the entire journey
Mhm.
or they only know me as Annie B, the influencer, the host, the MC, the facilitator.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So I wear many hats. They all come into line with entertainment. A lot of people go, oh my God, what do you do? One time they thought I was a promoter. I'm like, I'm not a promoter.
No.
I'm not a promoter.
Not a
Shout out
promoter.
to the promoters.
Hey,
That
y'all
is
do
a
y'all
task.
thing.
Y'all do
Yeah.
y'all's thing. Respect, but I am not a promoter.
Mhm.
I do like to make life sweet, hence the Annie B, like
There you
honey.
go. Yep.
That was
so
cute.
so Sweet Life Promotions, I am about promoting good business individuals and people out here doing their thing.
Right.
Especially when things come full circle. I'll definitely repost, share, show some
Right.
love.
That's what's up.
As far as what I do on a day-to-day basis, I am, during the day, the hat that I wear, I am a facilitator and a curator.
Okay.
My production team is called the Big Experience LLC, which was created in 2014.
Okay.
The BIG stands for Believe in Greater.
That's what's up.
And we're talking about experiences here.
Okay.
So when people hire me to either curate or facilitate, there's just different phases of what that can mean, what I could do for you.
Okay.
Somebody might call, Raheem might call me like, hey, I want to throw together this fire, dope, model call. Okay. I'm like, all right, what's that look like for you? What's your vision? I take the vision, but I don't change the vision.
Gotcha.
I'm all about uplifting and amplifying the vision.
Okay.
So like he had mentioned before, which is very important, you might be good at a lot of things. But if you would tap into and focus on that one thing that you're great at and trust other individuals who do that part that you necessarily may not have to do,
right,
then it kind of all works in everybody's favor.
Exactly.
So I've had my trials and tribulations working with individuals in the 614. I also do business in the 212, abroad. You know what I mean? So
and abroad,
you know what I mean? So understanding that we all have that thing that we're great at, and when you tap into that, then you're able to be more successful, and you're able to work more diligent with other people.
Gotcha.
So if you call me and you're like, "Yo, Annie, I need a venue," that's cool. I'll plug you in for a small fee.
Gotcha.
Also, if you need somebody to facilitate your event, that's the person behind the scenes, so you don't have to do it.
Exactly.
I do it so effortlessly.
Yeah.
I could do it in my sleep.
That's what's up.
You never know about those hiccups when Annie B, the facilitator, is in the room.
That's what's up.
Sometimes people book me. Shout out to GRG last year. Booked me not only to facilitate, but to host and help curate.
That's where we saw you at. That's where we met you at.
Yeah.
Dope event.
So, at the end of the day, I guess what my whole passion ties into is just making sure that not only are the people who come to these events getting the experience, but the overall individual who put the experience together.
Right.
Yeah.
And making sure things go to the best level that they can go to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
As far as host Annie B, somebody handed me a mic one day.
And you just did your thing.
I did my thing. Shout out to BHB. Gave me one of my first mics. Shout out to Ice Soldier. Gave me one of my first mics. Scully. Shout out to Scully's. Gave me one of my first mics.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's like, yo.
You got the voice for it. You got the vibe.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It all played well.
I do that for fun. There's another passion tied into that because I am looking to venture out into the Apollo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking to be on radio. Everybody has their little, insight.
Why not radio?
Well, I have dropped. Shout out to IQ at iHeartRadio.
Yeah,
you feel me?
okay,
106.7.
That's my man.
I feel like I'm better suited to move how I move on the outskirts.
Okay.
So when you see people at the convention center doing events, shout out to when I did the Arnold Classic, just making sure moving around, making sure everybody is taken care of, that the show runs smoothly, and that the vibe is great, and that the experience overall is for people to talk about it after it's over. It's what matters to me the most.
That's what's up.
If you want a little insight onto who I was before Annie B, I've been in the game since I was 8.
We heard about that last night.
What?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, BHB.
Yeah.
Give me that flyer.
Hit up BHB for you.
Shout out to BHB.
BHB told
I just seen him anyway.
Yeah, he put us on.
You some things.
Right.
Let's say Annie B is a creative in all aspects. I'm a dancer. I've been in the game since I was 8. I guess what kind of happened is me being on stage my entire life.
Okay.
Transpired into me understanding what that experience is supposed to be like.
Gotcha.
I've been backstage where I had to change 20 times. I've been the girl who had to go off stage, left stage, right, up front stage. I've been the girl who didn't get to go to high school parties. I was on stage during rehearsals doing the Nutcracker.
Right.
And being in the forefront, always on stage, I got to see how things should work behind the scenes.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's where I fell in love at.
Let me ask you this. For those people that are listening that are thinking about being a host, wanting to go into hosting, what are like the top 4 things they need to practice or hone in on, or what skills do they got to work on to be like to get that host gig and to make it top level?
Well, one, it is practice. I have a lot of my own favorites, of course, that I've learned through from over the years. But one of my top things is he hit something, y'all.
Who did?
He did.
When? Where it come
You did.
from?
I
ain't hear
did.
nothing.
It's all good.
All right, there,
Um,
we go. All right, there we go.
That was an important point.
Yeah, that
It
you
was.
just run it back. All right,
Run
you
that
good.
back.
All right, go ahead.
So one of my important things is, you know, me and my husband, shout out to Flo.
Okay.
We have mics at home.
Okay.
And he was like, baby, you're dope, but you need to practice. And I'm
Mhm.
like, man, I'm just gonna get on there, you
Do
know.
your thing.
And at first I'm like, okay, I sound cool or whatever on the mic. I love being up on stage and just being who I
Yeah.
am and owning it. Well, that's the first thing, own it. If you're going to get on stage in front of a lot of people, it doesn't matter if you're on the mic or just standing there, always own who you are.
Mhm.
And the space, would you
And
say?
the space. Utilize the entire space. Don't be afraid to work with the people in the crowd.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
It's all about interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
But practicing on the mic, even if you just at home and you just like jamming, you know, getting used to hearing yourself is very important and
Mhm.
looking at yourself.
Yeah.
These things also tie into confidence on a regular basis as well.
For sure.
Mhm.
For sure.
But as far as hosting itself, I would say always know your material. Depending on whom you're working with in the situations, always be ready for anything.
Mm-hmm.
And thank God I'm a facilitator because it kind of works in my favor hand in hand. I know how to juggle the two.
Yeah.
Because there's times when speakers go out. There's times when somebody spills alcohol because they're drunk on the whole electrical outlet. And
Or
then-
Harmony Boys can't go on yet. We gotta get Money Mike.
we gotta
out
get
there.
Money
We got-
Mike out, you know. And always being tasteful because
Yes.
at first people thought I only emceed like hip hop events.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I could do it all. So, for example, I did the Black Excellence event at the Savoy 2 years ago.
Okay.
Mhm.
That was a whole jazz live band event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which turned out lovely. It was stupid stacked from top to bottom.
That's what's up.
And that vibe was just different than hip hop.
Right.
That's dope.
Also being able to be versatile, I guess I would say.
Uh-huh.
You know, I've hosted, you know, dinners and brunches at the convention center. One of my most memorable moments, if I could speak on that, would be when you're taking what you do seriously.
Mhm.
You never know what doors can open.
That's right.
So take it
Ooh.
serious.
That's right.
Don't just be out here like, because I see a lot of girls and they're like, oh, I'm hosting. I'm like, are you a model? Or are you just going to go sit and be cute?
Right.
Or are you really here to do a job?
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah, it is.
And IG kind of is tainting the industry.
Ooh.
It's making it real hard for
We
us
talk
to
about that.
decipher.
Social media. Yeah.
Social media, man, you
Yeah.
know, and that's why I'm like, you know what? I don't blame the people for not understanding who I am and what I do just because social media plays an important factor in how you represent yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And if you want to be taken serious, then you have to take the craft serious. You also have to make sure you're promoting the best sides of
Mhm.
yourself. And in doing that, just me going, oh, I'm really good at this, and people are telling me I'm good at it. Do you believe it, Annie? You know what I'm
You gotta
saying?
believe in yourself.
And everybody's like, yo, you're dope.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, y'all want me to host for real, for real?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I
let me
can do
try it
that.
out.
Yeah.
And I was also willing and open to accepting the fact that this might be something
That I
I'm
can
great
do.
at.
That's what's
That's
up.
it.
Well, that's good.
So I end up facilitating and setting up at the Arnold Classic private event,
Mm.
which led me into just emceeing the private event,
Mm.
which here comes Grandmaster Melly Mel blessing me that night.
Ooh.
That night signified to me, like, this is what you're supposed to be doing.
Yep.
Yeah. Purpose.
Put you on the map.
Because I was all over the place. Like, is this something that I'm just here to do for fun for now? Or is this something that I could actually put energy and time into?
Right.
Yep.
When I'm telling y'all, he came down like royalty from the balcony with this fur on, this staff. It was gold plated. He had an entourage.
All that.
I felt like
Wow.
Coming to America just swept the whole room. You feel me?
That's what's up.
And all I heard was everybody going crazy. I'm on a stage like this with DJ E-Train, like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And the light just went boop. And he said, come to the edge of the stage. I'm like, is this happening right now? And I go to the edge of the stage. He said, hand me the mic, meet me at the edge of the stage. I brought him up on stage. He goes and gives me a kiss on the forehead and was like, you're dope. Keep doing what you're doing. And I'm proud of you.
Straight like that.
Straight like that. He was like, and now you got me about to rock. And I ain't even planning on performing tonight. Drop that. So, you know,
Like he dropped the mic on the show.
like he dropped the mic on the show. But, you know, just be passionate about whatever it is that you're going to do. Be serious. Don't do it for the likes. Do it for the love of what you want to be doing,
Yeah.
like what
Yeah.
you feel like your purpose is. Make sure you're ready. Stay ready.
Stay ready.
Don't ask for it with your hands wide open and you not
Yeah.
ready.
You ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
You ain't got to get ready. And always just find different ways. I'm always finding ways to be better.
Yeah.
You know, at one point I used to curse on the mic crazy.
Mm.
I'm like, bleep, bleep, bleep,
Now you got
bleep.
Got your vernacular.
I'm like, you know what? But see, I was not taking it serious at the
Okay.
time. Everybody's like, no, you should do this. And I'm like, yeah, whatever,
Yeah.
And then it was like, wait, I should do this.
You're limiting your portfolio when like
Yes.
you do stuff like that. Like,
and like he said, it's all about views.
yes.
Yeah.
You have to remember that there's other people watching you.
Yeah.
And you never know who is ready to book you.
And I think we focus so much on the likes. We don't focus on the views. We don't focus on the other feedback.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it's cool if they like it.
Yep.
But what is that crowd that I can level up
Yeah.
and get their
Right.
Yep.
buy-in?
And there is diversity,
Yeah.
Yes.
and there's people watching you that you
You
probably don't even know is
That's
watching.
Yeah.
I mean, I could post a picture and get over 1,000 likes all day, but when I look at those views, they
Mhm.
outweigh the likes.
Mhm.
And I don't look for the likes. I just look at it like, well, who out here can I connect with?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a
You know?
networking base for sure, because that's what social media is for.
Yep.
That's what's up. Well, look,
Whew.
we definitely got 2 dope guests here today, and we very excited to keep this show on the road. But we're gonna take a quick break. The Prophet,
Yeah.
take a quick break.
Quick.
Break, and then we'll be back. We're gonna talk more with Raheem Media, Annie B, The Prophet, JR the Great. We in here, y'all, man. Stay tuned, please.
Up. What is up, world? This your boy, The Prophet.
JR the Great.
And we're back here with Blended View 614. We got the lovely Miss Annie B in the building, and we've got Raheem from Do you have a last name, Raheem? Like, is it just Raheem?
It's just Raheem.
Just
Okay.
Raheem.
No.
It's just Raheem Media, man.
Yeah, Raheem Media. We'll say that. Last name Media.
Last
Raheem
name,
Media.
First name Raheem, last name Media.
There it
Beautiful,
is.
beautiful. What brand hat are you wearing? What brand are you repping?
This is band banned. You got playback again?
Yeah,
Recap.
It's important.
It's important information.
Anything important is gonna play back.
It's banned. Actually, it's a brand of a hat. It's just a brand that the Hat Locker carries. So
right, we saw that in the store. Remember?
Yeah,
it's on the end.
Exclusively at the Hat Locker.
Yeah, exclusive. Exclusive.
Exclusive.
All right, so hey, look, boom, look. We know who they are. Y'all know who we are. We about to talk about something that everybody talking about right now, and I ain't personally, you know, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and just say that I truly could not just go with. I couldn't believe the hype. Let me say that. I couldn't believe the hype because I am a fact person. You know what I mean? Like,
Wait. You are not talking about the news on Mr. Smollett.
I am definitely talking about our boy Empire.
I want to put on the record, we as Blended Views did not comment on it because of this very fact.
Yeah.
We didn't know the facts.
Because you're fat.
No.
What?
The facts.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what?
Facts.
My bad.
Where's she at? Is she here? Annie B, come back. Hey, your phone is not right.
Huh? It's charging.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. My bad. All right, yeah. So the facts.
The facts.
Big facts. FACTS was the key to this whole conspiracy.
Conspiracy?
We're not conspiracy.
Or just a man that just.
I mean, it didn't add up.
Really
took advantage
sad.
of the system.
It is sad.
It's really sad
on all
because
levels.
for somebody to be at that level in their career
Yes.
and still not be satisfied with what they have and where they could still be going, that says a lot about not only his character but emotionally, like mentally, like, is he okay? Because only some of us can imagine getting to that point in our career. You know what I mean? We're still dreaming of that path.
Yes.
And from what I read, because, you know, I don't just go for Facebook. I had to, like, do some digging.
Right.
I'm this morning, like, drinking my coffee, like, oh, man, like, is this true? Is he lying?
There's a lot of stuff.
With his lying. But
Empire lying.
It's just sad because the reason what they shared with us from the police report is that he overall was seeking attention because he wasn't very pleased with what he was getting from his contract.
Yeah.
You have all this money.
Yeah.
And you are still seeking validation from others. And then you use the LGBT community as your back.
And the race card.
And
the race card. And then not only are these two brothers wrong for agreeing on doing it, but then you pull two brothers in this. Just throw the whole February away.
You know what I'm saying?
Fly them.
Setback.
Fly them overseas, then bring them back within a week or two.
Setback.
Super setback.
Yeah.
Just like what Andy said, it's sad because, like you said, you got the black community, you got the LGBTQ community, and both communities, we don't play no games.
Yeah, man.
We're passionate about what we're fighting for, and if you're not about that and you're trying to tarnish that for whatever reason it may be for your own set agendas, we don't want you.
Yeah.
You might as well be on the other side of the line.
Let me say this. Can I say this, though?
Please say it.
Because everybody's wondering, like, well, what did he expect to come from this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a firm believer in strategy. Okay. Some people have a genuine strategic plan.
Okay.
Others are looking for any way possible to be topic of discussion, seeking that validation.
Anything to stay relevant.
You know, like, at the end of the day, you're not no cookie, but bro, like, everybody knows who you are.
Right. Yeah.
Who are you trying to please here? You know, so, okay, now the police report came out. Okay, we know what it really is. He openly had to admit to it at one point, or he was going to stay locked up.
Yep.
I don't know if he's still locked up or not, but don't break nothing.
I got it.
But at this point, it's like, okay, when this all blows over, because we know there's going to be something that happens next.
Yep. Just like R. Kelly in the
wind.
Just
like
now.
R. Kelly is
in the wind.
He in the wind. You know what I'm saying?
He's floating away.
Because he has the LGBTQ community over here. He has us as black people over here out, you know, weighing in on this. Yep. I wonder what everybody else is thinking, you know, because when this all blows over, what is his plan? Like, okay, you're still on this show. You're not happy with your contract. You lied.
They're going to let him go.
The trust is gone.
No doubt they're going to let him go.
It's a bad look.
Yeah, image is horrible right now.
You know, and at the end of the day, it's all false accusations, which is crazy, like trouble for him.
They need to go to jail.
As a person, not even as an actor.
Is his career over, though?
I wouldn't say
because a lot of actors have gone through stuff.
Yeah, controversy. Yeah.
This is what good PR is for.
Yeah.
Okay.
So his PR team has a challenge on their hands.
They
right?
do a true.
So
one.
he's an actor, and he's a new actor. He doesn't have 5 years in the game, or maybe I'll say 10. He does not have 10 years in the mainstream acting game. So technically, your career hasn't even really started yet. But we know you.
That's a good point.
But we know you. You just proved to us that, one, you're greedy. Okay.
Wow, yeah.
2, you're not in the know of your fans and how many people actually know you, bro, and follow you. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just being Jussie Smollett, because Jussie Smollett is an actual musician outside of what he does on Empire. Yeah, he's an actually
he can really sing.
He can really sing. He has an album. His album was actually pretty good. I bought the album. I don't feel bad for buying the album, because him as an artist, he's good. Okay, him as a person, they need some work.
Yes.
Okay, and that's where the fine line is. Okay, yes, we're still human beings. Okay, and once we start thinking on a consumer level with our profession, that's when we start creating these lies or trying to get more views and stuff like that, because now we're thinking on a consumer level.
I don't want to fade out.
Okay, I don't want to fade out. I don't want to be forgotten. Well, you're really just Empire just had a season.
Yeah.
You're not forgetting. Like, nobody's gonna forget you.
Oh.
Yeah, nah, go ahead, do your thing.
I just want to say this, because what he did was, this was thought out. Okay, we're not just talking he just lied.
Oh yeah.
Right.
We're talking this dude literally sat somewhere in his mind
Strategic.
and was like, you know what I'm about to do? I'm gonna go find me 2 brothers who could really use to come up real quick.
Yep.
I'm gonna pay them
$3,500.
$3,500. To him, that ain't nothing but some change.
Right.
To them, it was everything.
Yep.
He exploited those 2 brothers.
Yeah, he did.
And he, like I said, he thought this all through, like, okay, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go ahead and get beat up on purpose, which is ignorant, on top of everything else.
It's like thin line.
I'm going to be hospitalized, and I'm going to have my PR in them or whoever take these photos. Then I'm going to have them post it, and then I'm going to go MIA on social media so I can act like I'm, like,
really in the
hospital. My thing is, y'all, when I seen the picture of him swollen and beat up when he was black and blue, I literally felt that. And I know I know thousands of people that felt that, because slavery isn't over. At the end of the day, and when you hear these stories, it makes you feel that. And I'm an empath too, so it makes it even worse. I seen the picture, I'm like, dang, I feel for him. Like, damn, like I watch him on TV, and here he is in this real life situation where he has been attacked and he is a victim.
And you mentioned the coldest day of the year. So you're laying out there cold, you're beat up. Like, you have to die.
And it's just crazy, because
what you made us believe.
You made us believe that you really was out here hurting, and that you really needed some love, which he needs a different type of love, obviously.
Serious counseling.
Yeah.
But when I seen that photo, y'all, circulating through social media, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to his page and see what he posted last. I knew something wasn't right.
Yeah.
I checked his last post. It said something like January 23rd or something.
Add up.
It didn't add up to me, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait, because I know there's something coming with this.
Yeah.
Did I think it was him necessarily lying? No. No pun intended. But I knew it was something that wasn't matching up, because if you could tell anything off of social media, you could tell who's active and who's not.
Yep.
And he needed something to make him relevant again.
Yep.
So, let's just pray for him, y'all, for real, because it's a mental illness out here. People looking for likes instead of real love from the people who care about them the most, man.
Hey. Woo! That's man. Look,
that was real.
I mean, she hit it on the money. I mean, there's so many angles and dynamics that you can like touch on as far as just being open to things. I mean, I'm a person of detail and facts and like research per se. So I just wasn't feeling it, and I didn't really want to get into depth. I mean, I don't want to get into deep with it, so that's why I kind of just fell to the back. Like, all right, it's gonna be more to this, so I'm gonna wait on it. You know what I mean? You feel me?
Did you think it would go in this direction?
Listen,
where it's
honestly,
a lie? It was.
Let me tell you, bro. I got into a serious debated argument with one of my best friends because he felt like I should have been on his side. And my thing was, no, bro, I'm open to everything. If he got hurt, yes, I want to pray for him and make sure he gets better. But this situation didn't add up to me. And I'm not just about to go with the hype. He like, but he's never given us a reason. I'm like, do you know this dude? Like, how do you feel that you could just go with the flow? Like, it didn't match to me.
Meanwhile, there's people who are in our everyday lives who can prove to you that they're loyal or honest. And the moment they say something, that ain't it. Nah. But the moment some celebrity goes up here and puts out something, everybody's quick to share it, pump it up, and act like it's the truth. You know what I'm saying?
So the playback.
So at the end of the day, I just feel like it's sad. I thought maybe his PR was up to it.
I thought it was. I thought it was a lot of pieces that could have been to it. I mean,
I didn't think it was him.
Dude, I said that too. I didn't think it was him. I said it might be.
You think his PR team wrote the story for him and he just acted it out?
You know what? It's so many. It's so many angles. It was a full production.
Yeah, he's an actor.
Said. Like
so somebody came to him and literally said, "I want you to get beat up. You're gonna put a noose around your neck,
and you're gonna act like,
and you're gonna lay in the
and then you're gonna go to the hospital." But when it got time for him to go to jail, they was like,
Sorry, buddy. You're by yourself.
So you got two options.
Yeah. I mean,
come on, man.
It was all right. Look, we can talk about this all night. We not.
Let's stop.
Okay.
Shout out to the black man, though. I love you.
And I don't think they're getting charged.
I just had to say, you know,
because their defenses, they were witnesses to the crime.
They didn't get charged.
They're not getting charged.
Nope. They ended up, if they wouldn't have gave the true story, or the story that they wanted us to hear, then they would have been kept in contempt. But since they were able to come up with the story,
they gave
y'all see my quotations? It's real out here. I don't believe nothing on TV and everything
don't
that I hear.
Don't believe the hype.
You know, then they would have still been locked up. But listen, they left with $3,500. Now I bet you everybody about to be Googling them.
Yeah.
And now all the attention is going to be off of him. So playing kind of like
because they definitely had their pictures of them working out and all types of stuff. So
I seen them show the video of them two dudes buying the face mask in the hair store.
All that.
Shout out to the hair store. But buy Black beauty products. But the footage of them buying the mask and leaving the store.
Wow.
Yeah,
the receipts and
I mean, I knew all that was gonna come out. Like my thing is, you in Chicago, you're not in the poorest part of Chicago, so come on, bro. Like it had to come out. The real stuff had to come out. So
I'm glad the truth came out.
Yeah,
though,
and
if it's the truth.
Yeah, definitely. If it's the truth, that's the truth. Whatever.
Unfortunate.
It's unfortunate, man. Pray. Prayer is key.
Black
Let's
power.
pray. Help.
Black power.
Get the man the help he needs.
Yeah. Okay.
And continue your music career. Let's back off of acting for a
Yeah.
little bit.
Let's
Acting went a little too far.
Okay.
Let's go into a positive direction.
Yeah.
J. Cole, bro, showing out the All-Star game.
Oh my God!
Man. Vintage.
J. Cole, the man.
J. Cole did his thing, though.
Yes.
I wish he would have made that dunk, though. If he would have made that dunk, it would have been for a way better marketing highlight.
Yeah.
Facts.
But he got game, though.
He got game.
Yeah, he got game.
And he's still and he's still future GOAT.
Yeah. He dope.
Yeah.
All-Star game was pretty cool, you know. I don't know. This East and West thing where they switched it up, you know what I mean, putting, you know, a team player as the player.
You ain't like the mix? You didn't like that? You wasn't a fan of the mix?
I mean, I guess you just look forward to knowing that the West Coast people was gonna play the East Coast,
right?
You know, but now it's like, you know, I guess it give it a different dynamic.
It is a different vibe.
Yeah,
it is a different dynamic. If you're used to watching early 2000s, late 90s All-Star games, if you're used to that, then it was a little different.
It is different. I mean, they've been doing this for a couple years now, I think. So, but it's cool though. I mean, it is what it is. It was some nice highlights. You know what I'm saying? It was a pretty decent game. So, All-Star Weekend was cool. That was in North Carolina. Speaking of North Carolina, I will be in Charlotte next weekend for the CIAA. It's going down.
Talking about North Carolina, last night, Duke. Zion, Nike, they got to put more money back in their product because the shoe getting all messed up.
Shoe didn't fit and it broke, and he hurt. So he hurt.
So is he hurt on Nike?
This is the next LeBron, bro.
Look, is he hurt on Nike? Is that Nike's fault?
I mean,
yes.
Well, okay.
Yes.
We're gonna say,
he didn't tie his shoes.
It's always Nike's fault.
Yeah, it gotta be Nike's fault.
Yes.
I mean, his shoe split in half at the bottom, and his foot came out of the shoe.
So somebody didn't.
Somebody's got to take the blame.
Yeah,
somebody didn't do their job at the manufacturer.
Yeah. That's a blow. That's a blow.
Every single pair of Nikes you put on NBA player, those better be elite pair of shoes.
He's in college, so that's probably why it doesn't.
That's true.
You know,
but he's gonna be the next LeBron.
I mean, but still, he don't have his own shoe. He ain't getting paid for that. So, I mean, he bought the wrong ones, if you want to say that. You know what I mean? He could have asked some other.
No. Who's buying the shoes for him?
Okay,
he's not going to the store and buying them.
Yeah,
somebody from Duke
in
the back, because, the jersey's paid for, the shoes paid. Everything is in that tuition.
Right. Yeah.
Everything.
Well, it's unfortunate, man, because he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? So he got to sit out. I mean, he's a phenom. Like, he's the next best thing, like you said, to LeBron. I mean, he's doing big things down there in Duke. You know what I mean? Everybody, they even lost. They lost to North Carolina. It was like 88-75. North Carolina definitely, Tar Heels always been, beastie too. So it just shows, man. Like, I think about sports when you look at it takes that one person, you know what I mean? Like, they lost because he wasn't playing, or would they have won if he was playing? I mean, it's a question.
Right.
But he does a lot for the team, man, and I hope that he gets better. The question is he going to sit out and go to the league, or is he going to get better and come back and finish March Madness? This is first year.
First year?
Yeah, he only got one. He only got to do one and done.
Yeah, he's cool.
Okay. I mean, he can go. I mean, a lot of people saying he's going to go to the league. I think it would.
Smart to stay.
At least one more.
And show that you come back on a hurt ankle.
Hurt ankle. You come back on. You can finish out and then go to the league.
Yeah.
That's great PR. That's all I got.
Raheem Media. Zion, sign up for Raheem Media.
Yeah.
He'll brand you in the right direction.
Hey, Zion is the truth, though. He is the truth, man. He's doing big things down there. So we'll see what happens with that. The next thing we want to touch on is the fact that since we're talking about absolute fashion, okay, because we're going to keep talking about absolute fashion, hashtag it, whatever you got to do is going down.
Everything.
Part 2 coming sooner than later. Are these high-end brands, okay, are they basically telling African Americans, we don't want you to wear our items, so we're going to do something very disrespectful, ignorant, and we're going to let you know to get out of it, and we won't have to do these things? Are you paying this much money for? Are you paying this much? Hold on, wait, because hey, I knew this one would be touchy, but it's necessary. Are we paying this much money for these items where we're not even investing in our own people, supporting, and we won't even spend that much money on the right food to eat?
Man, listen. First of all, shout out to Hood-ish.
Hello, we here.
Since we're talking about brands and supporting our own people, you feel me? Man, first of all, let's just be straight up 100. None of this is for us.
Exactly.
None of these brands out here, not Gucci.
Nope. Prada.
Timberland done said it a few times. If y'all know any of y'all's history, man, at the end of the day, you need to start doing your research, man. I used to rock some Timbs in the summer. Don't talk about me. You feel me? Like,
New York. You did too.
You know what I'm saying? That's how New York swag is. But when I found out that the little tree on the back of the Tim, do y'all know what that represents?
What?
That's when they used to lynch our people. You know, they clarified. They told our people, like, these shoes ain't meant for y'all, but y'all want to keep spending y'all's money and making me rich, then cool. Basically, is how they left it. Wow. I could get into some more details that are facts, but I'm not going to do that right now. But the whole Timberland's coming out, not Timberland, because, shout out to him, his dope producer. But Timberland boots, you know what I'm saying? Those are not for us. I don't know how many times Gucci and Tommy Hilfiger got to say something. Tommy going to throw it out there straight to your neck like, this ain't for y'all. Yeah. Don't buy. He said it. Do not buy my stuff. I do not want black people to wear my product. He said that. We still out here buying the cologne. Not only are we buying their shoes and clothes, we're buying their cologne. We're buying their belts. Ladies, we out here buying their bags. I got the best knockoffs ever. I bet I don't. I don't care how much bread I make. I will look good on a dime. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, it never was for us. Mm-hmm. We living somewhere it ain't even for us. So you want to talk about products and where we putting our money at, just like I mentioned that absolute fashion. Buy from these local dope vendors. Yes. Not only are you supporting your community, you're supporting your people. Let's circulate that dollar. Yeah. Back in the good old days, we ain't have nobody to go to but each other.
Exactly.
You wanted to eat, You had to go over there to My Duke's over there and see about helping picking them vegetables and that fruit, and you had to clean the veg. You had to be a part of this village, this process. You didn't just get it.
Right.
We had to barter.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's beautiful that we're getting back to those things. The masses will come in due time, but I feel like as long as we all continue to support on whatever scale we can, we'll continue to be the example of what that looks like.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Because Gucci, there was a video on IG. Shout out to MOE. He showed me this video, right? Shout out to my people on live. I don't know who this dude was, but this thug dude, man, he OG walked up into Gucci like, and when I'm telling you, he walked up in here on something, he was like, F Gucci. Da-da-da-da. It was like most of the employees were all black. Actually, they were all black. Standing there in Atlanta, just looking like somebody owed them something, not even knowing like the whole part. You still cool with working here? I'm not saying don't eat, boo, but you're supporting something that is not for you. But you feel privileged because there's glass cases around you. That's the only thing that makes you feel good about being up in here. Those labels, I feel like our people get so attached to labels. Labels and titles. You know, labels and titles are good and all, but if it doesn't represent something that is positive or about the people, shout out to FUBU, can we bring that back?
For us,
but you know what I'm saying? Then why are we doing it? We all trying to fit in with who? People that don't want us to sit with them, right?
With the Joneses.
The Joneses? Half of y'all can't keep up with y'all's rent. Why are you trying to keep up with the Joneses?
Yes.
For the like.
For the like, that don't got no real love attached to it, right? I'm just saying, I will always represent local. I love my local brands. When I travel, I make sure I buy something local.
Yeah, for sure.
And for real, local is where it's at. That's where the love is, and it's going to be recirculated.
Yeah, that's what's up. I mean,
I could go on for days.
Yeah, I know. I
know.
So, like, in Mayweather, of course, I mean, he's, like, so far lost from everything. Do we sit here and demonize him that he's not, you know, taking a stand and like, doing a Kaepernick type moment? Like, he's just like, you know, screw it. I'm going to wear Gucci. I'm going to wear all this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, his main thing, too, is he is showing the culture, like, look, there's a part of the people in the culture that just doesn't care. That just don't care about this thing we call racism.
Yeah.
They just don't care. They may not even receive it. Okay. As a true story, my kid's grandmother, so my ex's mom, she's black, female, and she has actually never directly dealt with racism a day in her life. She's 53. Okay. Directly. Okay, like a direct, I don't like you because you're black. Yeah, she sees the news, she sees everything like that, but it's also a cultural thing where you just may have some people who are good in their skin and they're comfortable. They have no idea, or they just don't care. Right. It doesn't make their world turn one way or another. Mayweather is stupid wealthy. Okay,
so is T.I. wasting his time, like doing a song and all that?
T.I.'s beating a dead horse.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a waste of a track. It's a waste of his energy.
Well, I would say,
nah. I ain't gonna let you say and do tip like that.
He's beating a dead horse when it comes to Mayweather getting a reaction from him because Mayweather doesn't care.
I would say he's beating a dead horse when it comes to Mayweather, but still making the track is some energy that needs to be put into it.
The culture needed that.
Because sometimes you got to call people out whether they respond or not.
Yes.
At least you heard me. I said it, and I made a valid point.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that. But on the dead horse, I mean he's beating a dead horse in Mayweather because Mayweather doesn't care. But the culture needed that. Yeah. The culture needed T.I. to stand up.
Spark.
We continue, T.I., do your thing. We continuously need you to stand up. Other people need to stand up with him. Like I like the Killer Mike documentary.
Killer Mike is dope.
Yeah, Killer Mike.
He did a few things I wish I could have did on camera, man. I'm like, yes, do it.
Man, Killer Mike is dope. If you haven't watched this documentary, watch it. But it's all about black generational wealth. Okay, and it's all about changing the mindset of leaving the hood and going back to the hood. Like you leave the hood, you become who you are. Go back and buy into the hood. You know what I'm saying? If you lived in the hood 10 years, 20 years ago, and you go back to the hood and that abandoned pharmacy is still abandoned by that pharmacy.
And you mentioned that with like the Bronx, you talked about a bunch of boarded up situations. Columbus doesn't have that, whereas it's more of there's just empty
empty businesses.
We have them.
Oh yeah, you have them.
Linden, I'm so sad about Linden right now. I don't know if y'all familiar with the North Side. I am a North Sider all day, every day for the life of me. You feel me? North Side Linden, they're making them deserts. So if our people don't have anywhere to get food, if that Kroger isn't right there at Northern Lights, if that Save-A-Lot shuts down, they have to travel to get their food. I don't think our people understand the dynamic that comes with gentrification, that comes with, like you're saying, get those people to come back to the community. I forget the basketball player, but he came back during Thanksgiving to the Linden community and gave out like turkeys and,
I remember that.
And all of those things, which was dope. But when we talk about restoring the community, it's really about that capital in the city, and I've been on both sides of the spectrum when I've been with A-list celebrities. So it seems easy, right? You got the capital, just go back and do it. But there are a lot of hindrances that come with that. Laws, regulations, taxes.
Their own circle of people.
LeBron is the prime example of somebody who did that right. He took the time, formulated a plan, was strategic about it, and created the school. Not the Freedom School, but in Akron. But it's almost like that conspiracy theory. Like, well, if I do this, does that mean that I lose all of my luxuries, my life? You know what I'm saying? So I think that if they would come back and maybe bless people who are actually in the community in a different way, like, let me go ahead and jumpstart your business.
There you go. Investors.
Absolutely.
Be an investor. Like, if they tune in or if they ever hear this, or if I could just put that out in the universe, you don't have to be T.I. that just comes back and does something like putting your name on the building, but like support the people who are serious in doing something. So when you leave, you still get your little tax write-off. Not that you need it though, but there is something still standing when you walk away and you still get to be tipped. But I think the real problem that we see is that we don't have anything to even offer our people. So how are we mad at our people for buying from the people who we shouldn't be buying from? I could say all day.
That's kind of funny you bring that up, because it was I was actually just talking to a client of mine, and he actually wants to invest into everything I got going on and stuff like that. So I was actually thinking, like, I've never been in New York. My last year in New York, I was 23, 24, and I went to an investors seminar. If nobody knows what that looks like, it looks like a room full of money.
Rich.
But
and they don't look like it either.
But it was local. But they were local business owners, though. They were a bunch of local business owners that were still learning the game. Okay, but they wanted to invest their dollar into other local businesses. When I tell you, this room was white,
pure white.
Okay,
I had to get that out.
Pure. Okay, so and that's not and that's not nothing on knocking them, but is that we're not thinking right.
Can I say I don't think we're not thinking right? It's all about accessibility.
That too.
If you can't access it here because you feel like it's out of your reach here, then you're not going to unlock that potential.
Absolutely.
But shout out to people who create investment seminars because normally it's open to the public, and we just
I'm working on one.
I think to add to what you're saying is you have to be open to getting new information and knowledge.
Absolutely.
That's what's
up. Do we take a quick break?
Yeah, we're gonna take. Nah, you good because you doing your thing out here. We doing our thing here, man. It's Blended Views.
Oh, call in 614-500-7339 if you got a question for Annie B, if you got a question for Raheem, if you got a question for JR, if you got a question for me.
What's that number again?
614 500 7339
7339, y'all.
Yeah, we got a little bit of time left. We gonna wrap and we gonna keep on going here. We're gonna take a quick break.
We got a guest in the studio. PDMC.
What up, P?
Yeah. He's sitting in the back right there.
Yeah.
Wearing that yellow. Hello.
Shout outs to everybody that's joining in, man. We appreciate y'all, man. If you got a question, man, drop it on the chat or give us a call. 614-500-7339.
If you're on my Facebook, follow Blended Views, y'all. 614 on Facebook.
Let's do it.
phone acting funny in here.
What is up, good people? This is your boy D, the Prophet.
I'm JR the Great.
Raheem Media.
Annie B.
Oh,
easy.
man, so perfectly timed.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful.
That's the facilitator in her.
So, Raheem, real quick, before the show started, you brought up an important term in the industry that is a missed item, and it's professionalism. Right?
Yes.
So, what are the top 10 keys you say that you would give advice to those who are just starting out to keep that level of professionalism?
First off, professionalism is a major thing that doesn't really have a gray area. You're either professional or you're not professional.
Yep.
Okay. And there's different characteristics and there's different styles to be professional in, right? So when you're a professional, you're top 10, and these are some of the things I go over with my class, because I do teach up at the Ohio Media School. Shout out to Ohio Media School.
Okay.
I'm a program director and a TV production instructor.
Cool.
So this is some of the things I talk to my students, because being a student or coming from any background where it's like you don't have a lot of professionalism shown in front of you, you kind of don't know how to be professional, right? And then my phone's going off.
So is that professional or not?
That
professional?
is very,
you know what I'm saying?
that is very unprofessional.
You already
right
tell
now, man.
people don't call us.
Nah, it's good. It's good.
But yeah, so being so my top 10 things in professionalism.
You might want to answer
And
that.
yeah, I know, right? Top 10 things to being professional is one, attitude. You got to have a good attitude.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got to know how, where you're going and what you're doing,
Yes.
and have a good attitude about it,
Yes.
right? The second thing is attire. You know what I'm saying? So every circle has professional attire. All right, what is professional attire, right?
Yeah.
And how to dress, how to present yourself. Okay, because when you're talking about professionalism, you're talking about also presenting yourself to the masses. Okay, so if you want to be received as a quote unquote problem or drama or anything like that, then be my guest. You're not gonna have much success, but hey, be my guest. All right, and you may have success, but if you're being yourself and being professional, then you're gonna have success. Okay, and because the most important thing is to be you. I'm not saying change.
Yeah.
I'm saying understand professionalism. Okay, I use her because she's my girl from the Bronx. Shout out to Sue's Rendezvous for breeding this young lady, Cardi B. Okay, so she came from the gutter. All right, and I know the project building she grew up in. Okay, so I know the neighborhood that she is from. All right, so yes, she is herself. Okay, some may call it ratchet, some may call it some may call it unprofessional. Okay, but they only see the forefront, they only see the character. Okay, she's also a production. All right, so you see her Instagram, you see everything that's being portrayed here in the media, and yeah, she had a lot of growing to do when it came to her attitude in professionalism, but everything else was professional. Her work ethic was professional. Her time was professional. Her consistency was professional. All right, and her deliverance in what she's trying to do was professional. But her attitude was a little up there. All right, but in having those characteristics in professionalism, you're gonna have to tweak some things. And number one thing out of all of those top 10 things, professionalism, is you have to be willing to grow. If you're not willing to grow, you can throw all that out the window.
Yep.
Because you have to have that room to grow. You have to have that room for someone else to tell you how you can mold this thing. That brings me back to the business branding. Okay, you have to have room to grow, and in personal, professional, business. Because if you don't have that room, and you don't have that brain capacity and that mental capacity to grow, I don't think that person would be, to me, wouldn't be very successful.
That's what's up.
All right.
So basically, he got 10 things for us. We're gonna post the rest of them. You gave us what, 4?
I think I could go about 6.
6, okay.
I got the list. I wrote it down.
So we're gonna take that list and we're gonna post it
the
on
rest of it on our
it's
Facebook page.
attitude, attire, willingness to grow, consistency, time management, grammar, and charisma.
Okay.
Okay. I'll post it as well on my own page as well.
Yeah, you gotta get that vernacular.
Yeah.
Gotta get the
That's why I gotta listen to
okay?
Swerve every day.
I like to say I have two different styles of conversation. Okay. And everybody, we all grew up in the hood. We all grew up in impoverished areas, right? So we all know how we talk to our homies. We know how we talk to our boss. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I had a lot.
Hey, he got a little, a little bit.
I was not privileged at all.
My man, though, he got it. I just had to make sure, man.
Just not gonna be fake. We're not gonna pull a Smollett.
It's all good. It's all good.
Lie about
we got
it.
Empire lying out here, man.
Hey,
look, but he good though. He's a good brother.
He had to worry about the the B&Es. That's a problem.
Yeah.
So you gotta worry about that. But there's always a level of conversation and grammar.
That's
okay. Now, of course, we all know the hood grammar. All right. But it's important to know your corporate grammar. It's important to know your terminologies and those words and what those means, because when you get hit with a case, if you do, God forbid you don't, inside those parameters and guidelines, you know what these words mean. Because there's going to be one word that mean 5 words.
Yeah. And contracts. I mean, a lot of artists don't read their contracts or know what's going on. And man.
So, well, that's good. That's good. Well, we definitely gonna we're gonna give everybody more, outlets and research to hit those different types of information that's necessary for you to know when it comes to that professionalism side. You know what I mean? Because it's necessary, man. When you're trying to build yourself, build your brand. And speaking of that, speaking of vernacular, okay, let's go ahead and let me just ask Andy B something real quick.
Okay.
Do you have a special word? Okay, because we have a segment of our show before we end it. It's called Sword of the Day, and sword is the combination of swag and nerd. So we call it sword, and it's anything that we want to help our audience throw in their vernacular, try to have them something to hit somebody that may not even be hip, or they might be hip but just ain't heard the definition in a while,
and know how to properly use it.
Yeah, properly use it is key. So is there a word that you want to hit the audience with that we can use as our sword of the day, so that D the Prophet doesn't have to do 2 things?
Yeah, please.
A word of a swerve.
Sword.
Swerve.
Yeah.
All right, swerve and
swag and nerd.
Swag, there it is.
Swag and nerd. So it's swerved.
Oh man, okay.
I put you on the spot,
Yeah, because I'm like, I have to remember like who are we talking about, because everybody has a different level of of knowledge and stuff like that.
We'll put them on if they don't.
Raise the expectation.
All right, so we're talking. Okay, we're in arts and entertainment.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a word that I've come across where I'm like, ooh. Let's see, because I talk to a lot of intelligent people.
I'll give you a little time if you need it.
Yeah, I need like the Jeopardy.
All right, so
but I'm gonna have a word for you.
Go for the 5 keys.
No, I'm gonna go for the our Black moment in time.
Black moment in time.
Black history moment in time. Okay. So I'm gonna hit y'all with this real quick, and then we're gonna get that swerve, we're gonna get that quote, and then we out of here, okay?
All
right, so
we got 5 minutes.
All right, cool. So the Black history moment in time is a brother named James West. Okay, James West was born February 10th, 1931 in Prince Edward County, Virginia. Fascinated with electronics as a young boy at the age of 8, he tried to repair a broken radio. Confident that he fixed the radio, he played a game with his brother. He said he's going to fix it and he's going to plug it up. So he plugged it in the ceiling outlet while standing on a brass footboard on his bed, and 120 volts of electricity shot through his body, temporarily paralyzing him where he stood. Okay, so this young boy was trying to fix his radio. He put it back together. He stood up on his bed and he plugged it in the ceiling. Okay, got electrocuted. Luckily, his brother was there. His brother pushed him off so that the electricity volts could stop going through his body. And this young man at the time was actually fascinated by that. So he went straight into the whole electronics and electricity thing. In 1960, he was teamed up and tasked to develop an inexpensive, highly sensitive, compact microphone. I mean, this was only right that I talked about that because that's what we're doing, right? We're talking about microphones. So we're talking on microphones. The final model was finished in 1962. By 1968, the microphone was in wide-scale production and was quickly adopted as the industry stand. So he made it, put it out there, and it was taken over basically by the industry. But he was the creator. He had a partner, a German partner, by the way. 90% of microphones in use today were based on this invention that he created. It's the piece inside of the mic, okay, like the speaker part. So almost all the telephones, tape recorders, camcorders, baby monitors, and hearing aids all are part of that. So
that's dope.
The Black History moment in time is brother James West, the inventor of the pieces in the microphone.
Dope. Good
stuff.
Damn.
We ain't even know, right?
Didn't even know.
We ain't know. So now we know. You got that word, Swart?
I got a simple word that I feel has more than
one. You have to define it. You just can't give it. You got.
Let me give the action. You want the Urban Dictionary?
Let's get it. Give it to us.
It's a real simple word. You know, I feel like there's a lot of simple things that people overlook.
Yes.
I'm gonna give y'all the Webster's definition.
Okay.
You know, but I'm gonna give you my definition as well, and the different variations that we can use.
Utilization is key.
You know, because I know, P, he got all these crazy words in his head. He's dope. I'm nowhere on that level, but I'm gonna try to make sure I can reach all the people with this word.
All
right. My word
is
sword. My sword.
Her sword.
Sword.
We got a drop coming too. When we drop the drop, you know what I'm saying? You be ready.
I'm
maybe
ready.
Your voice can be.
Yeah, maybe.
Am I giving it to you now?
Yes, do it.
Oh, okay. So, producer.
Ooh.
According to Webster's Dictionary, a person, company, or country that makes, grows, or supplies goods or commodities for sale.
Simple, point blank.
Point, period, blank. Producer.
Okay.
Now, got a question?
No,
my word.
Mile producer, Hoodish producer,
yeah.
Raheem producer. Like we're all
producers.
That's it.
So to me, a producer, we're all consumers by day.
Mm-hmm.
By night, we're always looking to consume something, whether it's food, whether it's something via visuals, from sound. We're always consuming these different things that play a vital role in who we are, that mold us into who we will become. But the reason I chose this word, not only because I'm a firm believer that we all should be producing something, because everybody tries to be a consumer, which is why we don't really have anything. Like, if you're not producing something, what are you doing? I don't care if you are at home mixing something in the pot and you gonna sell it. What are you producing? Because if you're not producing, then are you living? So that's my first thing, that I got chills, y'all.
All right. Goosebumps.
The second thing is, we learn about producing, like being a producer in science, biology, or whatever. And that's basically borderline all people really care about when they use that word producer. So my inbox goes off all day, right? It's like, yo, you producing? I'm like, what y'all think? Like I make beats? You know what I'm saying? So depending on who you're talking to, that term, that word means something different to that person.
Right.
So I'm like, no, I don't produce in that way, but I am a curator, a curation. I'm creating something. I'm curating. I'm putting and piecing things together on a constant basis.
Right.
So a producer is anybody that produces anything that is not only not for sale or for sale. You know what I mean? So you have your producers, like your engineers. You know what I'm saying? You got your producers for the beats.
Yep.
Shout out to them. You have your producers, the people that sell merch.
Yeah.
You have your producers, fashion designers. You have your producers behind the scenes, the people that put these things together for your visual enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? So the word producer, depending on who you're talking to, know exactly what they produce.
Please.
Don't go off of assumptions because you only know one terminology based on producing.
Yep.
Producing is just not somebody sitting in the studio.
Yeah.
It's not.
Right.
We're producing right now.
Yeah.
Then we got reproduction, but that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Whatever content,
Right.
Whatever
you have
content,
going out.
but producing to produce. What does that mean to you? What does it look like for you? Are you a producer? Or are you just a consumer?
Boom, straight like that. So check it out.
You want to spend money or you want to make money?
You want to, hey, don't let the money make you though.
Swear.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
the
nah,
quote. That's the quote right there. We're done.
Swear of the day, man, producer, man. So y'all, man, put that into your vernac, add it, do something with it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
Production.
Thank you, Annie B. We appreciate you for jumping in with the swear of the day.
No doubt.
So we about to wrap the show up, man. Once again, we thank y'all so much for joining us. We appreciate y'all vibes, y'all love, everything y'all do for the communities. I mean, it's one of those things where, hey, we gotta produce.
Facts.
So with that being said, D.
Yes, sir.
You got the quote.
I do have a quote.
The day.
Quote of the day. I don't know who it's by, but pretty much states: "Be loyal to your future. Stop worrying about the past." So
simple point, but hey, we on a simplistic road today. You know what I'm saying? And we trying to make it simple. We're gonna keep it simple. And on that note, man, until next time,
blended views.
Hey, man, conversations for the soul. We out. Don't leave me hanging, bro. Oh yeah.